Extraditions for mean words on computer screens, something I didn't think to put on my bingo card for 2024. Now, this video is circulating around the internet, and of course, I'm going to show the clip first, and then we're going to get into some of the details of this. But let's get into this. This is a sentencing for a criminal who said things on the internet.
Went on to say that you did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable. Would you stand, please? The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea. The sentence is one of 20 months imprisonment. Went on to say
20 months imprisonment for mean words on the internet. Now, this is that sounds egregious now, wouldn't it? Now, we're going to get back into that clip. You may have noticed a break in the middle of it, and we'll get into that. Now, New York Post is reporting UK police commissioner threatens to extradite jail US citizens over online posts. We'll come after you, he says. Now, Robert Malone on Twitter saying the UK is under a totalitarian regime, has fallen to tyranny under PM Keir Starmer. Former member of parliament told me this morning that close to 1,000 arrests have been made for sharing online posts in the last week. The same MP advised me that a stopover through Heathrow isn't safe for Americans who have spoken out about immigration issues. That you should be worried about. Now, of course, in this extreme example that we saw, well, we'll get into that. Now, obviously, New York Post, I went to go read the article, and it's just full of ads. So it's almost unreadable. But here's a video from the National Desk, the same video on the same subject here.
The worst riots the United Kingdom has seen in years. Fueled by false information spread online. Rumors claiming a Muslim asylum seeker is the one responsible for a mass stabbing that left 3 children dead and several more injured at a Taylor Swift-themed event.
Of course, that wasn't accurate.
The suspect, however, is a 17-year-old UK citizen born in Wales to Rwandan parents. The head of police now threatening extradition and jail time to U.S. citizens for online posts allegedly egging on the violence from afar.
If you're a keyboard warrior, you're not safe from the law if you incite violence.
Giving this response when a Sky News reporter asked about the controversial comments made by the riots on X by Elon Musk.
Now, here's the thing. Elon Musk has said this very clearly. If you say something that's illegal on the platform, well, they'll take it off the platform. He's not there to protect everybody's speech. He's there to protect free speech. And threats of violence are, in fact, not free speech.
So, Don, you love censorship, is what you're saying?
No, I don't love censorship. I believe in moderation.
Moderation is a propaganda word for censorship. Look, if something's illegal, we're going to take it down. If it's not illegal, then we're putting our thumb on the scale and we're being censors.
You're putting your thumb on the scale for moderating hate speech. I mean, you don't put out child pornography. That's not...
It's illegal.
Some people would say that's considered censorship. I'm just saying.
I literally said, if something is legal, okay, we will obviously remove it.
Okay.
We, I guess, have a disagreement because I do not believe in censorship that goes beyond law, and you do.
So you don't consider that hate speech?
I guess you're not understanding what I'm saying.
We don't agree on this.
Yes, you want censorship and I don't.
No, I don't want censorship at
Yes,
all.
you do.
No, I want responsibility.
You desperately want censorship.
No, if I want a censorship...
You want censorship so bad you can taste it.
No, that's not true.
And I'm against censorship. I'm in favor of freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning.
Exactly. If you're going to stand up for free speech, you have to stand up for horrible people that say horrible things. Absolutely. Now, let's get back to that clip that we were looking at earlier. Now, this has been passed around the internet, and this is that clip of the sentencing. Now, you're going to notice there's a break in the clip right after he talks about the things that they said.
On to say that you did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence.
Now, is he talking about that quote that is the offense that's so serious? No, in fact, you can look in the community notes, and many people are talking about this. This is why Twitter is such a great platform. Yes, the community notes gets abused, but so does everything. But you definitely get good news on Twitter. Sky News, was in the community post. Sky News reporting on this. The first men jailed for riot-related social media posts. Well, it turns out these guys were actually advocating for violence, which is not protected speech anywhere. I don't know anywhere where advocating for violence is protected speech. These men saying that, encouraging people to set things alight, as it's reported here. Jordan Parler was sentenced to 20 months in jail for urging people to target a hotel housed by asylum seekers and refugees. Shortly after, Tyler Kay was also jailed for his own post calling for hotels housing asylum seekers to be set alight. This is advocating for violence, and you won't be protected in this circumstance. But of course, the media is using this as an opportunity to go after their competition. That would be Twitter. Go after the people that are reporting the news and giving people news. Now, as for anyone of course, during this whole raid, so many people who were just saying things that were just unpopular ideas, perhaps, were being arrested. In this particular situation, no, these guys were sentenced for advocating for violence. Now, when it comes to other people, now that is a different story. And extraditing American citizens, I think they lost their opportunity to do that back in 1776. I think that's going to be a hard-pressed issue to fight for. But another post I wanted to show was just the way that people are sharing out stuff like this. And I'm not singling out this one particular Twitter user for sharing this out. So many people are sharing this out, but this is a video that a lot of people are sharing in light of this situation coming out of England.
The time has come for Elon Musk to face the full force of UK law, even if that means extraditing Elon Musk to the UK to face the UK courts. And may I remind Elon Musk that punishment for inciting division, riots and hatred in our country comes with a prison sentence of up to 7 years. And Lord Keir Starmer is an accomplished lawyer and prosecutor who will not stand by and allow foreign agitators like yourself, whether you're the richest man in the world or not, to bring our country to its knees in this way. Now, I speak as a journalist myself, and what I care about is the truth. But the time has come to shut down X and end the spread of misinformation once and for all. We need trusted media sources and fact-checked media sources to be responsible for the dissemination of information.
I think this is probably the tease right there. We need people to fact check information as it's disseminated, as this is being disseminated everywhere, as if it's really the thing. Now, you can just look down here where it says TikTok Damien Soylash, and then just go over to his page. Yes, he's a comedian. This is a comedian with a comedic act, and he was putting that out there, obviously teasing people to just go look it up, maybe fact check what you're putting out there, because he's put out other posts. And this is one of my favorites that he put out there. This is 4 stages of mainstream journalism. At first, they start with the gaslight.
That's not true, and it's definitely not really happening.
Of course, then they go to dismiss claims.
Yeah, it's happening, but it's not a big deal.
And then here comes the cope.
That thing that's happening is actually a good thing, and here's why.
And then they attack you.
People freaking out about the thing that's happening are the real problem here.
Of course, but that's how social media works. Now, I want to leave this one with you guys because, it's very difficult these days because the news is not even telling you the truth. When do we get the actual news from the news? Of course, hardly ever. It's become a massive joke. In fact, in recent times, even I don't have the clip at hand here, but Stephen Colbert had someone from CNN on. He just mentioned that they're honest with their reporting, and the audience laughed. And they're talking about an audience for Stephen Colbert, people that lined up to be at a live event for Stephen Colbert. Mr. syringe propaganda dance. That's right. And yet they're laughing at the idea of the media being forthcoming and honest and objective in their reporting. Now, we look to the internet to find, people reporting on the truth. And this is why, people like myself and other people who are in this space, it's most important that we fact check all of our stuff. Look at the information that we're getting and give a fair assessment, of course, looking up all the information. And it's not that hard when you have good habits. Maybe check the notes, the community notes, that kind of thing. Maybe don't jump on a story immediately because you just saw a video. Perhaps wait a bit until a bit more of the information comes out before you disseminate it out there all over the place. But hey, this is just safe practices. I'd love to hear what you think about this, about all of this, extraditions in 2024. I think the last time I heard about extraditions of somebody, maybe Thomas Paine back in the 1700s, not happening, at least not from the United States of America. Let's hope it's not happening in Canada. And let's hope that we can reel back some of this this attack on free speech that's happening here in Canada. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.